latest wave of the M2 machines has the 4x4 Chev. This one's a nicer color though than the last one, the green one. And they put more bands so that the rack on the back isn't just flopping loose, so very nice. Like the color combo on that.
Toy hunting, rain or shine, baby, rain or shine. Well, that worked out good. A guy I'm trading with, I'm getting from him the Knight Rider Matchbox Collectibles car. I traded him a couple green lights I had in my collection, I believe it's a couple Ace Ventura ones that I had. And he also said he needed the Yellowstone cop car. I got him that today. And just trying to find him one other thing, but so far so good, and I'm not paying anything for this trade, so that's always awesome. Beautiful night out. What are you doing here? I'm just out for a walk. I thought you guys split when the bad weather hit. You guys should have been on the highway a long time ago. Ah well, let's go in and grab a Pepsi. You guys know you're always welcome here. Sure, we can get into something. See, not a big deal. You guys are always welcome. I told you that. And we do have some stuff to talk about today. A couple updates. Let me have a little gurgle. Canada Hot Wheels #1. I've had either three or four people in the last probably as many days tell me that they've had refunds hit their account. They get the email, and then it says 8 or 10 business days on the email, but it took me 2 business days. It just took somebody else 2 business days. There was a person that had 2 separate orders, and it was worth a few dollars, and I realized I didn't know because of the name. People sometimes abbreviate their name on Facebook for privacy. But I didn't know all this time it was a female, and we were talking and she ended up telling me, and I said, yeah, I'll make sure you don't get brushed off, because as soon as I heard that, I said, like, guys can kind of fend for themselves and call and stuff like that, but it's a different story when it's a male dealing with a female. So I said I'll keep an eye on that, but thankfully everything was handled properly. So again, guys, if you are still owed, there's less and less and less now, but if you are still owed money, call, get Peter on the line. Peter only, not Danny. Again, Danny, nothing personal, just it was Peter that helped me, and he's the one that's helping other people. It seems like he's the one that can process this thing over the phone. So that's why I've been saying Peter. Everybody that's talked to Peter and done what I've said has been getting their refund. If the phone does the screwy 3T2, whatever it is, keep calling back. You're not blocked. The phone's not cut off. It just does some weird thing. I don't know if it's the reception where their location is. I don't know what's causing it, but just keep trying them back. So that's the update with that. The update on Poor Man Hovering DeLorean. We have everything else. Everything's all mocked up. Just waiting for that magnetic coil, the levitation coil, the last part. Amazon says it will be here between August 25th and September 11th. But don't forget, coming from China, the Back to the Future car came 8 days early. So we're hoping it's going to come early, because as soon as that gets here, we're tearing into it and we're making that thing fly. Big Diecast show coming up. It's going to be this Saturday in Port Colborne, Ontario. It's my friend Chris Embry's show. Him and his wife Tammy put on an awesome toy and collectible show. I'm going to try to go. I usually do go. The Mazda's being a little bit temperamental with me lately. I'm hoping it's nothing serious, but I'm going to try to go. I can't guarantee I'm going to go, but if I do go and if you see me there, please come up and say hello. I love when people do that. It's an awesome show. I cannot remember off the top of my head because of all the medicinal marijuanas. The details, here's the details here, and I'm also gonna post them in the description of the video. So check this out. I'm getting too old. Was that ever delayed? Was that not delayed? Am I getting slow in my old age? Eh? Yeah, I do have one thing to show you though. Prototypes, actually. Now, I put these in an older video. I own a set of prototypes. I love Ertl stuff. Now, the older Ertl stuff, I don't buy it for detail, obviously. I buy it for nostalgia. I had a lot of it when I was a kid. I've had a look at these, you know, close to the carded ones. Now, I have a carded set. I've never cracked these before. These two are getting cracked today. They're from 1990. The bubbles are a little bit cracked. Reason I'm not sweating cracking these is because A, the bubbles are cracked, and B, despite being from 1990, they must have made millions of these, because you can get the full set of these, a set of 4 cars for $20 or $25 mint on card if you shop around. So I'm not sweating it because they must have made a lot of them. What they didn't make a lot of is the plastic hand painted prototypes. So what I've never done before is taken them out of the package side by side and have a really good comparison. But as you can see, these are the plastic hand painted prototypes. One of them has a broken bumper piece, but that, you know, stuff like this, you don't glue it on, obviously. I do have the piece of the broken bumper, it's front and back. But you don't glue stuff like that on. It came to be broken from the guy, so. Actually, I'll show you the 4 of them here. And then I'll explain how I got them. Here's all 4 of them. They look very close, like if they have the Dick Tracy on the car, it has it on the prototype. But you will see big differences when I show you. But yeah, I'm glad to say I'm the guy that has the prototypes for the Dick Tracy cars. Also called samples or whatever. And Vera, are you gonna actually get in the video? I can't believe you're doing that. Are you allowed up here? You're not even allowed up here and you're sitting here. Okay, go. Please, Vera. Come on. Let's go. Okay, come on. Hold on, guys. I gotta bribe my cat off the table here. We call her Tony Soprano sometimes because I just had to bribe her off the table. Like, unreal. But anyway. So yeah, these, if you don't know what they are, they're also called samples, prototypes. These are the mock-ups, basically. These would have been put at the toy shows to show the toys that were coming the upcoming toy season. Like, they would put these out, see if they went over well, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's what or these could have been used in the advertisements as well. Like, you know, you get a flyer or a page in a magazine advertising this Ertl line. Actually, I'm gonna have to look up some of the old Ertl ads because they did do that for a lot of these 164. I wonder if these were in one of those ads. I'll have to take a close look. I know with the LJN wrestling figures, some of the guys had prototypes, and we actually found those prototypes in old ads and commercials and stuff. It was pretty cool, so I'd like to know the history. But anyway, not cracking all of them because the other 2 are, the blisters are fine, but we're gonna crack 2 of them and have a good side-by-side look. Anyway, boy, this feels weird, but As you could see, they were already, yeah. Keep it as a souvenir, the way it opened. I can tell you now, oh, they're way lighter. But a lot of people are skeptical of prototypes, and I can't say I blame you with all the 3D printing and stuff. I've seen like, you know, WWF LJN figures, the rubber wrestlers from the 80s. I've seen guys do those identical. Like, there's guys that can make the Sergeant Slaughter, it's like a $600, like the Holy Grail mail-in. They can do that identical now, and then you just paint it identical. Like, it's unreal, so you got to really watch it. But these had some provenance. The guy worked at the Ertl office in Toronto back in the late 80s, early 90s, whenever it was there. But he had other prototypes as well. One of them was a toy, like a robot type thing, and it actually said, Ertl, this is a prototype. It was a white label. But, so right away, I can tell you, oh yeah, that's twice the weight. So the one that was in the package, the one that went to the market, is twice the weight. So something that you guys will be able to notice, the headlights are a tad different. Yeah, you could see it on your end. So they use different headlights. Wheels are fairly similar. Bottom, you're gonna see the big difference in the bottom here. And again, the prototype is plastic, so it's a lot lighter. But you could tell by the difference to one cast in, well, die cast. And they both have the same tempo on the back, Dick Tracy. Not a lot of difference in that one. So, see if there's, look, oh, wow, the production one, the tempo, oh wait, oh no, I thought they put it on way crooked, but tempo is the same, back bumper is the same, although the prototype back bumper is not chrome, it's set in more of like a silver model paint. But anything that's silver on here, as you could see, is done in like the silver model paint. It's not set in chrome, so that is one difference. Oh, I see a big difference on the back. That's probably the biggest difference I've seen on one of these. This is the production one. See the turn signal? No turn signal on the back of it. See right where my finger is? So that's a casting change right there. They decided, somebody looked at it at the end and said, oh, it looks good, you're almost there, but you gotta add a turn signal. Looking at it side by side, any other difference? Oh, another realism point. Wasn't almost a prototype I dropped, guys, by the way, but door handles. So the mock-up, they approved the mock-up, but they probably said, okay, it looks good, but you gotta add door handles for realism, and you gotta add those turn signals. The headlights on the front are same style, but on the prototype, they're a touch bigger, if you notice. They're a touch bigger, a little bit more streamlined on the store-bought one, the one that went to production. Pretty much the same grill, only the prototype grill has like an outer seam to it, if you notice. They made it like a shaved or seamless looking one on the production one. Yeah, pretty similar. Oh, the louvers along the hood on the production one, they're a little bit longer, again, just for realism. So basically, it looks like when they went to the final stages and they were checked out, whoever looked at them said, okay, they look good, but add this and this, whatever they said. Okay, so what is the other one I've got to check out here? I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what, guys? Oh, okay. No, we got it. All right. So 1, 2, 3. I'm mixing up my reels with my prototypes. Okay, so we checked the 2 real ones that are on card. Now hold on, we're gonna check the other ones that are on card, see if there's any major difference. So these ones I won't crack. We'll have a look through the case, see if there's anything major. Or look through the package rather. These are pretty similar actually. Yeah, okay, so the production one has the door handle added. And yeah, no other real differences with that one except for the door handles. So last one will be oh, big difference in those headlights. Wow, I'm glad they changed those. So like I said, guys, what they did is they kind of cleaned them up and got them ready for production. Look at those hideous headlights. Look how they stick off the car. Hey, there's the bottom of a prototype up close, guys. But look at those headlights, how they stick off the car. That's crazy. And then thankfully they cleaned it up. Like they did with the other one, they made it a bit smaller, but that one is, oof, that's insane. So a couple tips with this stuff, guys. Investigate, research. Do not just jump on eBay, buy the first thing that says prototype. They're copying everything nowadays. Like I'm even seeing them, you know what else they're counterfeiting? My vintage Diecast 1/64 scale General Lee by Ertl, the one on card. They're copying those now, card and all. Like I can tell the difference because they're copying it off an old card, so you could see, you know what I mean. A lot of them at least call them custom. They sneak custom in there, but yeah, they're copying everything. So make sure that the person selling it to you has proof, provenance, like that they work there and they can prove it. There's pictures of them. There's pictures of the prototypes, like pictures of the prototypes in an advertisement or something. Like I said, in this case, it wasn't just me blindly going into it. I did my research. Well, you guys know me by now, but it's pretty cool. The cars that I owned as a kid, I did not think, 30 years later, whatever, I would own the prototypes to them, and they are plastic and hand painted. No clue the value of them. I know what I paid for them, and I was surprised. I thought they'd be a lot more valuable, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I know a lot of you guys have asked me about what's a greenie, what's a chase, stuff like that. So I know people like the educational type videos like this where I'm explaining stuff like this. But again, the bottom line, guys, there's nothing wrong with collecting this stuff, but it seems like with the invention of 3D printers, there's a lot of holy grails turning up, if you know what I'm talking about. So please be careful. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please hammer the like button for me. I've been doing a lot better with liking other people's videos as well because I get lazy with it. Not saying you guys are lazy, I'm saying I get lazy with it. Please hit the like button for me, make me know that what I'm doing is good. Please subscribe and share. Don't forget to check out the information down below about the big show this weekend. And as always, guys, happy hunting.